Well, welcome back to the 420 Tarot Lounge. Thanks for stopping in. My name is Friday, your reader and host. I do general energy readings, and my readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. And now that we've got that out of the way, I have called in spirit, cleanse the cards, all that kind of good stuff. I did meditate, and now we are ready to ask Sovereign to provide us with a sign, signal, or warning of noise in our accomplishments over the next week or so. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's then we have the Ace of Wands. Oh wow. Then we have the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands, Justice. Okay, Sovereign. Wow. Oh, I didn't fall and they didn't stay in my hands. So let's see. Okay, so I'll go over the placements here in a moment. Once I get one more card here from Sovereign. The Queen of Cups. Okay. And the underlying energy here is the Three of Cups. So, okay. I feel like you're trying to get into a, I want to say a get rich quick scheme. Okay. I think that you feel as though maybe there have been times where you've tried to get ahead and something has stopped that from happening. Whatever it is. And there's maybe a feeling of mistrust. So the placements here are, this is you, this is your energy, this is what you're wanting to accomplish. This is your obstacle or aid. This is your solution. So the Moon here, see clarity, that kind of thing, okay? This here, this is your future, or potential future, and this is the action or inaction to obtain or reject this future. This Justice card here sits in the shadow, devil on your shoulder, negative Nelly, okay? That portion of your psyche, that portion of yourself. And this Queen of Cups is sitting in the higher self, spiritual realm, sovereign, ancestors, the part of yourself that deep down inside knows better or is more wise. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, Sovereign, is that, and we're going to get some clarity on this. What I'm seeing here, Sovereign, is that the energies that have been drawn to watch this video here, where our energies have synchronized, is that they are wanting to grow themselves, sustain themselves. They are wanting to have the life of their dreams, so to speak. But any idea that they've put forward or they've tried to action, it feels as though they don't measure up, or they don't think that maybe you feel that once you've come out with the idea, that's like, no, maybe not. Okay, I could see that coming from both sides. So I think there's going to have to be a little bit of a reality check and a little bit more of a understanding of what it is you are trying to accomplish and how you want to do it. I think that the your shadow here as the justice, it sounds all well and good, right? But I think this is the justice card is influencing your action here, your what you're doing about it. And this for me is can represent two shadows here. This is what I'm seeing, two shadows. One is the justification that the idea isn't good enough, and the other is the justification that whatever way, no matter how immoral it may be, to take advantage of anything in this situation, um, because you've been duped so many times in the past, you're going to do it you're going to take those opportunities. Okay, so be mindful of that, pay attention to that. That is something you're going to have to harness. You're going to have to understand why you do those kinds of things. Don't get yourself in a shadow loop. So that's where knowing that you have a shadow, and not doing something about it, not confronting it. Now, you don't dispel shadows; they're always part of you. You can't. That's not like Ghostbusters, where they get sucked into a machine. You have to work with them. You have to understand them. You have to understand where they come from, how you developed them. Maybe not necessarily undoing it, but using the lessons from that attribute to your advantage now, instead of sabotage, because this is sabotage, right? Okay. You have the potential here to move your wheel. You have your potential to um, get things moving in the direction you want. It's just deciding what direction that is. Now, your higher self, your ancestors, I feel like they're there supporting you. They are, if you need to yell and scream and, into a pillow or whatever, they hear you. They hear you, and they know that you are looking for ways. You're struggling and you're looking for ways to overcome that. Watch. We're going to pull an angel number, but I'm hearing watch for signs, watch for signals that that they're with you. So they may pop into your head all of a sudden, or you might see a photograph of them or somebody that looks like them. Um, those are signs and signals that they are there with you. I feel like this could be a favorable outcome for this Wheel of Fortune here. A favorable outcome, meaning getting off into the right direction, getting the wheel to spin in the right direction. Okay? So the clarity we're going to get here, we're going to get clarity. This Page of Wands here is like willing to learn, willing to please. So I think this is, you're going to have to put yourself in a position where you can learn new things. You can even influence, possibly. I think you're going to have to start looking. I'm seeing this almost as not spiritualism, but understanding the emotional side. of anybody or everybody or yourself. I think that's going to be key. I think this what this is all about. Your emotion, you have emotion attached to your ideas, and then instead of exposing your idea because you fear rejection, you want to protect that idea because you love it. Yeah. Okay. That sounds kind of weird, but that's the way I'm hearing Sovereign say it based on the cards here. So we're going to get a little bit of clarity here. This Justice card, can we find out, Sovereign, would you be able to tell us if this Justice card has any nefarious, mischievous connotations attached to it? Is it like, why do they don't, it's like they're all trying to stay in my hand. Okay. Buff them up a little bit. I can't bridge them. My hands aren't big enough. I've tried. It doesn't work. Believe me. Okay, so this Justice card, it feels to me like this Justice card may not be nice all the time. May not be the energy here feels like it's got two polarizing energies, and I've got two cards here. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles and we've got the Two of Cups. So one is looking for ways, trying to devise ways of sabotage, or to be able to take advantage. And the other one is more of a like, no, I'm going to keep it close to me. I'm going to be, you know what I mean? Like that could be, that could create turmoil within. Okay, so if you're having any of those types of, you're not exactly sure what's going on, pick up that telephone and call somebody, have somebody listen to what you have to say, why you are feeling the way you're feeling and why you can't accomplish things and all that kind of crap. Get it all out there, and that if you see a professional, they'll be able to point you in the right direction on what kinds of things you could be doing to help overcome that. Right? Oh, okay. We have the Hermit. Reflection and moving forward. So that is what you need to do. Okay. So your shadow here that is trying to either stop you from sharing ideas and to protect them because they're maybe not think that they don't measure up. And the shadow, that same shadow, also has a tendency to want to look for ways to take advantage. Where it's sneaky. It's sneaky. This is not a good quality. Okay. You're going to want to have to address that and look at it and examine it head on. Talk to a professional on that one. I am not a professional. I can only tell you what I see here in the cards. That and when I say see a professional, this is where this reflection card or Hermit card comes in. Reflect on he's looking right down at it. Reflect on your bullshit here, and realize, open your eyes to how this is not helping you in any way, whether it is to move forward with like with the business idea. If they're, if people find out that you're habitually taking advantage of other parts of your life, They're not going to trust you. So this shadow here, what this is this is a very guarded, very vindictive almost. I see this as, yeah, you're gonna have to reflect on that. I don't edit my videos. Everything, whatever happens in my video, dog snoring, phone ringing, whatever, it all stays in my videos. That's because there may be potentially a message there that I don't see or hear that you do. Okay, so I got that out of the way. Deep down inside, you have a heart of gold. Deep down inside, you have all you want. All you want is good for everybody and everything. That's all you want. You want all the bad to stop. This is coming from this Queen of Cups here. You are, I think now you've come into a realization that if you don't do something about this shadow, um, how you're going to harness it, how you're going to dispel it, stop the cycle, I guess would be the term there, because I feel like this is just a cycle, and I think that with every successful attempt at taking advantage, or every successful attempt at keeping a secret, that the ego here gets stronger. Page of Pentacles. So we've got a couple of pages here. You're going to have to get you're going to have to get down to work. You're going to have to get down to work. Your action is to take action, learn about your shadow. And find a way to tame them. Because this justice as your shadow is, and the moon on the bottom. So we've got the moon here twice. Okay. So yeah. Just because things are going well, just because things are going well. That was my dog in the background. If the mic's caught that, I don't know. Doesn't mean doesn't mean your wheel is turning. Your wheel could just be spinning and going nowhere. Um, so this could be causing, like I said, a vicious cycle and snowballing. Okay. Then you're not gonna you're your own enemy here. Okay, so the advice here, Sovereign, the advice here that I am seeing you give is that the shadow, the energies that are trying to propel themselves forward financially in the resources of some sort, that the ideas that they're putting forward, their ego or their shadow or the devil on their shoulder, is either not allowing them to put that idea forward because it may not be well received, therefore rejected, and they don't want that on their reputation. On the other hand, they're willing to propel ideas where they could secretly take advantage or undermine others. So this is a nasty quality, a nasty shadow. And that is what's influencing you putting ideas out there. Like, I feel like the good ideas that you have, the ideas that would be helpful without without enriching yourself so much, would be just as well received or even more than the ones where you're going to make lots of money or you're going to make lots of resources or there's going to be an opportunity there for you to invest or something like that, right? So you're going to have a very deep, intense look at why you behave this way. And first of all, you're going to have to be able to recognize that you behave this way. So if this reading resonates, then this means that you have this type of shadow, and deep down inside your subconscious is going, ah, they've caught us, right? Okay. Um, yeah, you're going to have to be able to recognize this in yourself. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get moving forward. There's going to be a lot. You're going to have to learn a lot. You're going to have to, I think also you're not only going to learn, but I think you're going to also teach. You're going to be able to take your experiences with the negative experiences with the shadow. And so you could equate this to a mob boss that is no longer a mob boss because he went to jail and whatever, right? Or went into the witness protection program or whatever, did all that. But this underlying here is still there. So it has to be addressed. Okay. Could be he was a gambler or whatever. And that's what got him into trouble. So now he's got to remove that from himself so that he can see that you can see the damage that that type of behavior creates or inflicts. I feel like you have a lot of. I feel like you're grown up. You're grown up. You manage your responsibilities well, but I think you have a lot of growing up to do. That is your reading. Um, if you enjoy my, I don't think you do, but if you enjoy my interpretation of the cards, please give a like, pass that puff, and subscribe. Uh, Help me grow my channel, get out there to get a larger audience that shares our same energy frequency. Okay, that helps bring this all together and elevate together. Helps us grow together. So my name is Friday, and this is the 420 Tarot Lounge. And if you're having a great day, God bless you. If you're having a shitty day, please have the best day you can have in this situation you find yourself. Namaste.